I have never once talked about The Walking Dead, but I've seen it so many times that I just want to talk about it for once. Everyone says Rick was so much better than Shane, when Rick spent probably 4 to 5 seasons just becoming what Shane already was. An emotionless, ruthless being that only cared about the survival of the group and survival of the fittest. Rick became that down the road, and it got a lot of people eliminated and turned into walkers because of that. Like, honestly, it was one of the biggest reasons why I stopped watching the show, is because he just became what he got rid of. What he thought was wrong with the group, what he thought was the cancer of the group, he got rid of, even though that, at the end of the day, probably would have saved the entirety of the group a lot longer than anyone else. Not trusting people, not believing every little detail people say, having that thought in the back of your head of, this isn't a human being anymore, this is just a zombie. I don't know, dude. Just what I gotta say.